Hi, happy Easter. I'm Joey, the Quarantine Cook. Before I start this episode, we're gonna have us a glass of wine. The Amberg. It's a very rich white wine. And we just love our martini glasses, so we're gonna have it in those. Ah, beautiful. Cheers.
Let's start cooking.
All right. Okay, today we're gonna have roast chicken with some roasted vegetables. I'm getting some fresh herbs from the garden here. Have some fresh rosemary, and a little bit of thyme. There we go. All right, sometimes you think you have all the time in the world, but it's just a little bit. Okay, I know you got your traditional stuff, but we didn't really feel like doing ham today, so we're doing a roasted chicken. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in here. And we're gonna throw a splash of olive oil around this. I'll just sprinkle some on the chicken. There we go. And then we're gonna layer our vegetables around that after I cut them up with fresh herbs, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a touch of saffron. Okay, I'm just cutting up my items that are gonna go in with the chicken. A little bit of sliced orange. This. Throw some of that around there. All right, got my little Easter plate here. I'm gonna take this butter, I'm gonna melt it in the microwave. A few seconds. I'm gonna put a little bit of fresh nutmeg in with my butter. Like so. All right, throw a little bit of paprika in. All right, paprika. A little bit of my dash. Okay, a little more than a dash of Mrs. Dash. And some salt and pepper. We'll grind that into a mix. All right, good. And some saffron. This whole thing is saffron. Crumble it into your mixture here. All right. And let's see, let's get our herbs. And all you have to do with these herbs, just kind of pick them off the stem, and throw them in. And all of this is gonna cover our succulent chicken. All right, we're gonna throw our dried parsley in here too. I'm just gonna use this whole thing. And I love the flavor of the cumin. And we're just gonna put that whole thing in there. Perfect. All right, throw a little bit of olive oil in with it. Loves me some olive oil. All right, that's ready to go on top of this chicken. I want to bring this up here so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, I'm taking this seaweed that's dried out. I'm going to shove it in here. It's got all kinds of nutrients in it. And this is going to be amazing. We're just going to shove it inside the chicken like so. Perfect. Put the rest of that. Okay, now, I'm also going to put a few of these onions and oranges in here. I'm just going to shove them inside. And take these ones that we peeled, put in there. Going to add a nice citrusy flavor to the inside of the chicken. Yeah. The rest of it, we'll just kind of go all around. And I've still got to cut up my potatoes and put in there too. There's that. Now, we're going to take our mixture that we have here. Just going to kind of spread it around the chicken so it's all over. So it gets that nice herbal flavor and buttery taste. Just get it all over your chicken here. Throw it on the wing. And the rest of it I'll just come. There we go. Perfecto. Chopping up my potatoes to put in with the chicken. You can cut them however you like. Look at the color of those. That is amazing. Very, very purple. Okay, I'll just cut this one in half. Right, there we go. And we're just going to put these all around the chicken, like so. Add a lot of color to it as well. Beautiful. It almost looks like a beet. We're going to take a little more olive oil. Drizzle it around the veggies here. Top. And piece de resistance. We'll take a little bit of our wine that we're enjoying. And I'm not going to pour it directly over the chicken, just so all of my mixture I have already stays on there. And we'll just put it around on the veggies. Perfect. And we're going to do just a touch more salt and pepper on top of the veggies. All right. It's looking good, you think? All right. And I think we're ready to go in the oven. All right. Let's throw this sucker in here. Whew. The heat feels good. There we go. It's in our preheated oven, 450 degrees. Okay, so we've got it on at 450 degrees. We're gonna cook it for an hour, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna mix up the veggies a little bit so they can get brown all the way around. And then we'll throw it back in for another hour. And then when we come back, we're going to get our fennel and our other veggies ready to go into the oven. And we're just finishing our French cut green beans. I'm gonna throw those in the pan. There's that piece too. Okay, now we also have our pancetta, which is the aged bacon. The pigs have been fed a special diet. And we're gonna put this in the bottom. It's gonna add a nice flavor to it. Veggies. All right, so we're just cutting up our carrot here. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this carrot into my giblets that we're gonna make gravy with. So I'm gonna take a couple of these pieces. Go right in this pan here. Oh, that smells wonderful. A few of these pieces of carrot up smaller. I'll leave a few of them around because I like them like this. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna get our green beans and put them on top of the pancetta, like so. There we go. And then we just throw our carrots into you. I'm just going to add a touch of olive oil on top. All right, I'm gonna move my chicken around so I can fit my veggies in beside it. All right, and we're just gonna put the lid on that. Okay. We're gonna put this right in here by our chicken. And there we go. All right, now we're gonna get our fennel ready. All right, so I've got my fennel. I'm just gonna cut this off the bottom, just like so. And then we're gonna cut the stalks off. And you don't really use the stalk part, but I'm gonna take the pieces on it and we'll put it in with this after I cut it up. Let's move that over. And I've already rinsed this off, by the way. I'm just going to separate this out a little bit. Okay, now I have to get the other part of it to put in. I'm just peeling off this part of the fennel to go in. It's a nice flavor. And adds a lot of color to it as well. And we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in that. Okay, and some of our wine. Oh, that's going to be tasty. And just a touch of salt and pepper. Okay, that's ready to go. Put the lid on this, and we will stick it in the oven with our chicken and our other veggies. All right, we'll see you back here in a little bit. Take the chicken out. We'll flip the veggies around so they can get nice and crispy on the top. And we'll throw it back in the oven for another hour. All right, we're gonna do double duty. I'm gonna take some of these beautiful, beautiful organic eggs and we're gonna boil them in with our gravy, or soon to be gravy. Very careful dropping them in here. Okay, we're gonna boil those and we're gonna chop them up and put them in the gravy. All right, I took my chicken and veggies out and I've been flipping these over a little bit so all sides of them get nice and crispy and that golden brown on the top. All right, and we're just gonna throw this back in and cook it up. The chicken's coming along nicely. It's beautiful. All right, my timer went off, so we're gonna check the status of the vegetables. Chicken's looking nice. Ooh. Wooden spoon to turn this with. Flip these around into the olive oil. Wow, that smells amazing. I love the smell of fennel. All right, let's put the lid back on that, and we're going to pull the green beans out and do the same thing. That's good. Let the heat from that. All right, we're going to give these a stir as well. Oh, yummy. pancetta in. Amazing. Yum. Can't wait to bite into these. All right, there we go. That pancetta has added a really, really beautiful aroma to our carrots and green beans. Put the lid back on and throw that back into the oven. All right, we flipped all the veggies one more time to help all sides get that golden brown color. And look at this, it looks fantastic. Things get nice and crispy on top here. Okay, we're gonna throw this back into the oven for a little bit longer, along with our vegetables that we just stirred and mixed up. And hopefully after that, we'll be back to eat, my favorite part. There you go. These in. All right. Love that aroma. See it of you? All right. Just slicing up my rolls. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on these and we're gonna throw them in the oven for a few minutes. Go. Just a little slice on each one, like so. Voila. There we go. Fold them back up. And we'll throw these in the oven. Put another little bit of foil over this. Little sheets don't cover the whole thing. All right, we're taking our eggs out of here. And I'm going to use a couple of these in my gravy. And a couple of them I'll save. We're probably going to eat them throughout the week. The boiled eggs. These are such wonderfully colorful eggs. All right, we'll see you soon. Beautiful eggs. We're gonna peel these and we're gonna cut the egg up and we're gonna put it into our gravy. It's going to be very tasteful. So we pulled our veggies out and the green beans and the carrots look amazing. They smell wonderful. And our fennel is looking fantastic. Okay, now we need to do our gravy. So I get a pan out and we're going to brown the gravy. I'm going to brown my flour and get that started. All right, I'm going to throw these bread rolls in. So we're going to flip the chicken back around. Set this on the side for about 5 minutes. Look at that chicken, it looks amazing. All right, we're going to start our gravy. So I'm going to brown my flour. And it's about 2 tablespoons of flour. And you just want to stir it. It's going to brown up nicely. I've got it about medium heat. You just keep stirring it. Make sure there's no little chunks in there. The heat is going to make the flour brown. And it's getting there, as you can tell. You just got to keep stirring it though. You don't want to take your eyes off of this. Alright, and it is almost where I want it. Alright, that's good. I want to turn my heat off on the element. Because you don't want it blackened, that's for sure. Beautiful. Open our egg. up to go in the gravy. Doesn't have to be any specific way, because it's going to blend in nicely. Just cut these in half. There. All right, good enough. All right, work up a little bit of my carrot. I want to mash that into the gravy here. Perfect. And I am also going to add a little bit of my wine to mix. Just keep stirring it around. Gravy's looking nice and thick here. Go a little bit more juice into it. And all the broth from the chicken parts. Scrape it off the edge here. Stock elements. Now we're going to add the egg into this. Scrape it into my gravy. And we're going to let that come to a boil again as it thickens up. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, the chicken looks amazing. Look at how golden brown those potatoes are. All right, I'm just gonna stick the lid on this so it'll stay warm. And the oven is off, but I'm gonna leave my rolls in here for just a minute. Goes to the center there. I just want to toast them a little bit. Now our gravy is starting to come to a boil again. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. Starting to get nice and thick. That's amazing. Wow. All right, very nice. Okay, so our veggies are done, our chicken's done. I'm just waiting on the gravy. And I'm going to pull our rolls out and we'll plate this up. And we're going to have a delicious Easter dinner. All right, finish this up. I'm just gonna ladle a little bit of gravy on the side here with some egg, all of our nutrients. All right. Put it around the edge. Okay, make sure it looks nice. All right, guys, this is our Easter dinner. We have our roasted chicken with the roasted veggies and the fennel and the green beans and the carrots and the pancetta. This is gonna be amazing. I hope you guys have a great Easter. And I'm Joey for now, Quarantine Cook. We will see you next time.